Hi everyone, I hope you are so really well, and I would like to regard about give me a few moments to watch this video to learn something new about in this video in this series of videos uh, we we have learned about Python, the data analytics, data engineering, and a few structures in English to improve our skills in this language. And in this video, we continue to improve our skills in English. Uh, I I'll share with you about information about present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. And uh, after this class, this information, we started to know about data management. Data management, I think it's so important information when we started to learn SQL or database administration, because uh, when we mm, when we start when we are starting get knowledge about that information, that tools, we need to know what is the purpose about that information, what is the important things that we know about that information, how we can use in real life and our professional projects. Uh, when we wanted to analyze data, uh, it's so important manage our database and the data that contain each database. Well, I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen, and we start to know about present perfect simple. So we need to know about this tense in English to to use when we um, when we complete an action that occur before another. Let me share this description with you. The past perfect and past continuous tense are both you talk about actions that happen before another point in the past. Uh, but they emphasize different aspects of the action. The key difference is that the present perfect simple focus on a completed action that happens in the past, and present perfect continuous is focuses on duration, ongoing natural of the nature ongoing nature of the action. For example, as we have in the example, we this is the structure about present simple. We need to put the object, for example, I, we, he, she, it, or another, follow with the had in the past tense plus past participle, and this is This is important in this when we use this tense. And an example is I had finished my homework before I went out to play. This sentence means that um I before that I went out to play when I went uh, to play went to play with my friends. I did my homework, and the correct tense is use the have in the past form, follow the verb in it uh, past participle. In this point, you need to know about the the tense of each verb. And you need to know that some verbs have um, regular verbs when we use in each different tense. For example, when we use some verb in present, in infinitive, the verb is finish, for example. And when we use the verb in the past, finish, going, we need to add ed at the end of the verb in infinitive in its infinitive form in some cases, but you need to know that other verbs have other structure, other other form to write the verb when we use the verb in its past tense or in its infinitive tense. Well, uh, come back with the example with finish. Finish in infinitive verb is finish. In the past tense, we add at the end of the verb ed, and in the participle we use as the same at the past finished. In this case, we put that verb with this structure ed. So I had finished my homework and before I went out to play. Well, and this is the structure about past present continuous. I had be we need to use the object I she he it uh, plus had been plus present participle plus ing and present participle in this case is infinitive, and the verb follows with ing, like this case had been working, had been raining, had been waiting. An example, it was clear that it had been raining because the streets were wet. These sentences emphasize that the rain was an ongoing action that causes the street to be wet. And when the rain down over the street were wet, or the street have a lot of water, no? In other words. And the other example is I had been waiting for 2 hours when he finally arrived. I uh, I had I was waiting in other structure uses other structure when he finally arrived. But I had when we put I had been waiting. I had I had I had been doing that action when he finally arrived. The sentence highlights the duration of the waiting action before he arrived. Well, this is a tip. This is our repass about these different uses, and we trade in our videos use this information, use this tense to uh, speak, no, the correct tense. So I had been studying for 2 hours when I finally understood the description, the meaning about data management, and I share with you this information. So um, many informations nowadays recognize that their data is vital enterprise asset. Data information given them, the data give each company uh, insights about their customers, their products, and their services. What this means? In nowadays, the data in each company give them a lot of vital information to know or to improve product or services, and in other cases um, know information about the patterns of its customers, or likes or dislikes about their customers over their products and their services that the companies offers with their customers. So this is important in the data management, and with that information help them to improve, to innovate and reach strategic goals to beat other companies or their competition, beat their competition in this field of business, in their market, in the market that the company uh, offers their products and services. Data management is the development, execution, and supervision of plans, policies, programs, and enhances the value of data and information assets throughout their life cycles. Data management help us uh, to make or develop plans to control and protect the data, analyze data. It's so important when we want to uh, manage the data that the company have, because don't know how to manage that data, it's so difficult to the company improve or innovate their product, their services, and reach strategic goals inside the company with their work, their teams, or strategic goals in other fields. For that, it's so important to focus on what is the best control that the data needs uh, to to get that value in the information. And as a data management professional, is a person who works in any facet of data management, from technical management of data thorough, its life cycle to ensuring that data is properly utilized and leveraged. Um, as a data management professional, you need to know that it's so important that the data get that quality to give the company this this value, this these assets, and um, the data is properly utilized and leveraged to meet strategic organizational goals, as we um, as we as we know a few moments ago with the description about data management. um, the company needs a strategic information that its data contains, and as a as a data management professional, it's so important understand and control the quality of the data. It's so important. Mm, um, Data management professional fill numerous roles from the highlight technical. As a as a data management professional, have uh, high technical knowledge. Uh, this professional could be database administrators, network administrators, programmers. This this profile about the data management professional, it's so important because we need to use tools like SQL, Python, uh, tools to governance the data like SAP, could be Databricks, could be Snowflake, Snowpark, could be Apache Spark, and other tools that this that that each professional of each data management professional needs to know. It's so important get that type of profile, and that professional it needs to know about strategic business. For example, data stewards, data strategists, chief data officers, and any other person who know about strategic business in each company. It's so important to know that 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 understand many tools, not it's only to have the knowledge about the data management, because with that knowledge we need to complement with other business, with other we need to complete that technical knowledge with the business knowledge about any company. Could be a bank, could be a, a supermarket, could be automotive plant, could be uh, could be a human resources, or any other field of knowledge in which uh, other business knowledge that we need to know that to implement or combine the technical knowledge to uh, to have the best to to help the company with that knowledge in get the best information and um, innovate in into the company. And this is the main important information that we need to know about data management. So this is all for in this video. I hope you are understand a little. It's so difficult for me give you this information in English because I'm practicing my speaking with you because I need to read the book in English and try to understand the information to share with you with my own words and the words which you understand, the knowledge that I get into the book. The book is the DM book. It's uh, it's uh, it's a helpful book that get this information about data management, and I recommend you to. I hope that you have an opportunity to read about that book and improve your knowledge in the data management. Depends on the profession that you have. I think it in nowadays it's so important get knowledge about how to data management, how to manage a database, and 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 the and how to improve the data and get best decisions with that data. Well, it's all for today, and I hope you are so really well, really well in your daily, and see you in other video.